MC Oluomo from coming to Abuja. The resident threatened Tinubu. It's going to be a big one. Let me not say a big fight. Now that the residents of Abuja are threatening Tinubu not to allow MC Oluomo to come to Abuja. Why? I remember after Tinubu was declared the winner, immediately this man, everybody was just, everybody had their opinion. There were mixed reactions here and there, but the one that, somebody that really spoke out and just said it the way it's supposed to be said was Dino Melaye. He said Abuja now is going to be a place where it will not turn to Agberu area or Agberu FCT, Agberu state. Let's put it as that, just like Lagos state. There is nobody that does not know MC Oluomo, and once you hear MC Oluomo, you know what he stands for, because he has been working for Tinubu, and we all know the stories about how they have asked him. Tinubu has told him to step down and allow somebody else to take over the leadership of the Agberus, because when you talk about NURTW, they are supposed to work. You're supposed to have people who are enlightened, but you know the kind of people that you have there. So they are just trying to paint it as a NURTW, but they are Agberus. But let's just put it as that they want somebody else to take over. That he had overstayed his welcome, which he never agreed to. They've argued this thing. This whole thing had lingered for months until when they threatened him that if he does not hand over to somebody else, he's going to see fire. But reluctantly, he did that, and since then we've been hearing a lot of things, because it's not, of course, he's not going to be happy, because that's not what he really wanted. And Dino Melaye said that once it happens, since it happened that they declared Tinubu winner, that the next thing is to make a FCT Agberu states, which a lot of people have been, a lot of people believe that it could happen, but it took time for them to now ask him to come to Abuja. Whether it's going to come or not, it's a different ball game entirely. We know the role he played with Asari Dokubo. Of course, they played their role separately, but all in support of Tinubu. And initially, the residents of Abuja FCT, they were kind of scared that, hey, what is going to happen? It's like they have taken their decisions, or they've taken the bull by the horn, or the horn by the bull, or whichever way. Now they are telling Tinubu not to allow this man to come. Do you think their threats will hold water? Or do you think even this man is ready to come to Abuja? Because you know that he's an illiterate. So I don't know how he's going to cope with them. Or maybe all this all this style that he used in Lagos, he's going to implement that in Abuja if he really wants to come. Because now that they forced him to hand over to somebody else, whether he's going to come or he will just take it that way and just stay back in Lagos. And I think the only thing that might really help the Abuja people is if MC Oluomo himself decides to come, because I believe if he comes to Abuja, all the support he needs, Tinubu is going to give it to him. So that is another thing. So if he wants to come to Abuja, that is when the Abuja resident will escape this. If not, he go get as he be, or he comes and he just try to maintain. Because a lot of talks here and there, because before MC Oluomo could really accept that he was going to step down and allow somebody else to take over, they were saying that they should not be paying money to him. He was demanding money from some people, whether some of their NURTW chairman, maybe across the country. They said he should not collect money from them. There's a particular money they used to share, because I know a man really came out and was like, oh, the man that MC Oluomo was selling to dear Tinubu. But reluctantly, he agreed that somebody else should take over. So even in the Southwest, that means he's beginning to have a problem. So if he's beginning to have problems, since a lot of people they were so happy that they asked him to go. And the residents of Lagos or the other Southwest, I was like, we should not jubilate, because the same thing that MC Oluomo was doing when he was in charge is the same thing that the new person will see do. So they just want to take the power away from him. Of course, he must have overstayed his welcome, because they've used him. He knows a lot about them. He knows a lot about Tinubu, and they are going to use the power of a presidency or the power of government to suppress him. Like I said the other time, that Asari Dokubo is still talking because that one feel say he has a grip on, on some of the resources of this country, and coupled with the fact that at least to a very large extent is more enlightened than and more civilized, let's say enlightened than MC Oluomo. That is why you see that one is coming out to talk. He will make video, you go, but as far as MC Oluomo is concerned, he doesn't have that liver. Even before now, maybe once in a while we just come and just talk in Yoruba. How many people do you understand that? It will take a lot of people to be interpreting to other Nigerians that this is what this guy is talking about. So that is the difference between the two of them. If not, of course, we have been hearing a lot of things and allegations against him that he's trying to instigate other people against Tinubu's government. So, like I said, the only thing that will save Abuja people is if he decides not to come to Abuja, or he decides just to mellow down, not to implement the same action that he used to carry out in Lagos, in Abuja. That is the only way they will escape it, or there's going to be kasala. Because if some people they feel say, because of course a lot of people are now ready for these politicians, they know their antics, they know their tactics and all of that. It's only those who just want to, like, okay, let me just play along. But majority of Nigerians now know the tactics and the tricks that all these politicians do play, because they know by the time they allow this guy to come, it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. So Abuja people, FCT, be ready, be ready, be ready, be ready, be ready for this man called MC Oluomo. So guys, let's hear your opinion and have your take on this matter. Thanks so much. Bye.